The fourth is also taken from my diary. It's from October 2010, and it is during a bout of insomnia. And for the first time, pretty much the only time, I find myself drawn into looking at the wealth of Parkinson material on the web. And through the watches of the night, I look at material concerning, first of all, Michael Kinsley. Kinsley, as many of you know, is a brilliant American journalist who has edited just about every American magazine worth editing and has had Parkinson's for about the last 16 years now. And then later, I start to look at material concerning what I term in the diary entry DBS, deep brain stimulation, which is the operation I'm quite likely to have myself, which essentially puts a pacemaker into the brain to stimulate those parts of the brain which are not producing dopamine satisfactorily. So I will pick up the diary entry. In the early hours, I find myself guiltily tracking Kinsley's apparent health year by year. And I note the comments on his many YouTube appearances. One asks baldly, "Is he dead yet?" But as always, Kinsley comes through, sharp and funny. And then I'm drawn into looking at DBS videos, before and after. Examples of the effect wearing off. Hopes misplaced? Who knows? And plenty of evidence of distorted, twisted bodies, unresponsive limbs, and mangled speech. Could this be me? I stare into the abyss for the first time, and I am frightened. Now, one of the things that people quite often say to me about my experience of Parkinson's is, "Andrew, you're so brave about it." Absolute nonsense. I'm not brave about it at all. What I'm very good at doing is managing the way in which I think about my future. I'm good at putting a veil in front of the abyss so I don't look at that sort of material which frightens the life out of me. All through the diary, and it's something again that struck me in rereading it for this lecture, one word recurs: still. I can still do things. The diary entry for my summer holiday last year involves a walk which I take up a mountainside just behind Val d'Isère, where I note proudly that I go up about 1,000 meters in 90 minutes. Now the diary entry doesn't say, "I can still do it," but that was the whole significance of the entry. And as far as I can recall, that's why I did the walk in the first place. To demonstrate to myself that I can still do it. Well, what I'm good at doing is managing my own sense of my future and not looking through any more than about 5 to 10 years.